Alright. So, I always do Knicks videos and I do NBA videos. So, I'm going to rant about a few things around the NBA that kind of. I'm really, again, I'm really trying to really, follow the NBA. And I am. But there's really, nothing is energizing me to speak about it. And it is pretty depressing. You just had an 83-point game. Again, I dropped a video. I did a video about it, but I didn't upload the right video. It was a Nick video instead, and I didn't drop the other one. So this is probably going to be you guys' first time hearing me speak about the Bam Adebayo situation. Even though, again, it's in a I'm gonna say it again since it's for congratulations to Bam Adebayo scoring 83. But the way it was done, it just put a funk on the whole accomplishment. It was a great scoring game. He had a monster scoring game, and it was just like when Michael Strahan got the stat record and Brett Favre took a dive for him to get it. You almost forget how much of a monster season Michael Strahan had. But he went the whole last game being doubled and triple teamed. And they ran away from it. I think Favre, in Favre's defense, Favre kind of felt bad. He liked Strahan personally. I know they had some interactions with the Pro Bowls and shit like that, right? So he liked Strahan personally and probably felt he deserved to get the record since they were doing everything to keep him away from the record. He went and called and went the business for himself and called the play and just let Strahan gave himself up for that sack. It is what it is, right? But I remember a game where he had 6 sacks against the Eagles. He totally. That poor young man, I forget his name, didn't even, deserve, didn't even, I don't think he played after that. If he did. I mean, he got absolutely destroyed by Michael Strahan. So he had 6 sacks against the Eagles. All right, Michael Strahan had a great year that year. But anyway, again, it was a great game by Bam Adebayo. The 43 free throws, them fouling to get the ball back just so he can. I mean, I guess you got to do what you got to do. I mean, it's just not going to sit right? So that going on, I'm going to say Wembanyama sitting out against the Joker last night and San Antonio losing. Again, I get it. I was just kind of sort of defending the Knicks on the video I just did about how the Knicks, because even tonight you got Karl-Anthony Towns and Josh Hart sitting out the game against the Pacers. But remember, this is the Pacers, right? At what point, and this is part of my criticism with today's NBA, the modern NBA, we don't have the big, you have 4 or 5 centers worth anything. The rest of these centers are garbage. Let's keep it real. Nikola Vucevic is garbage. That's why he's the backup on Boston right now. And, I mean, look, I'm not saying he's garbage, but he wouldn't have been a factor in the golden era of the NBA. He would not have mattered because he's a guy who's a decent rebounder, not a good enough defender, and can't do things and can't do what a center. Now again, Nikola Jokic, he's not garbage, right? But it's clear that Nikola Jokic does not give you something that a center needs to give his team, right? And that's the closeout. I made a video about Nikola Jokic earlier. All right, why I got at the center now, right? But Nikola Jokic is such an offensive dynamo, guru, great rebounder. Again, can Vucevic rebound? Yes. You see, I don't want to go at Vucevic because I'm thinking of that class of center, right? I'm thinking of that class of center, and again, I'm just thoroughly unimpressed by that class of center. And that class of center is what you have, like, so a Nikola Vucevic matchup isn't sexy. Like, again, you're talking about a guy who's now currently the backup center for the Boston Celtics and on the shelf with an hand injury. You don't have you have Joel Embiid, who is, without a doubt, Joel Embiid's talent is off the charts. His ability to stay healthy is just disgusting. And we're going to have this situation with Victor Wembanyama. Nikola Jokic before this season was a poster child for health. Now he has to play every single game and play whatever minimum minutes to and I would expect him to be able to do it. But see, like, he loses the ability to sit, which I think is dumb to do. Play limited minutes. Don't sit the game out. But if he has a legit injury, he's just going to have to, if he wants the All-NBA awards or the awards, he's going to have to soldier through it. And so this is the issue that I have with the modern NBA. There's really, like, I know whenever I speak to these clowns in FYF and Go James Kingdom again, they'll tell me that I have no right as an old head to complain about anything. I wanted to see. I might have tuned into the game. I now pay for fucking league pass. Like, bro, I'm looking at my goddamn bank account, bro. I pay for this shit and I don't watch it. I watch it whenever I need to, I don't feel like turning on the television and watching NBA basketball. And one of the things that would have made me tune in for curiosity's sake, or just to see something that you're never going to see, is a Nikola Jokic, Victor Wembanyama matchup. And Victor Wembanyama sits out with a relatively, again, who am I to, like, my thing is, he's probably going to play within a week, right? This is not a 1 week out injury. This is not, I highly doubt it. I highly doubt that this is a major injury. And you duck the smoke in the regular season against a guy you might want to get some film on for the playoffs. You might want to get an idea in case San Antonio and Denver meets up in the playoffs. Again, you never know. And yeah, I mean, like, what is there really in the NBA to follow? Shout out to my boy, the real Siberius. He again, I used to think, I ain't gonna hold you guys, I used to think it was kind of racist that you would have white guys, or I think, he's part Mexican or whatever, and guys like Angry Hoots, right? That would say, I'm not, it's my boys, I'm not calling y'all racist, but y'all are not into the NBA anymore. So this is during the days of Rasheed Wallace. This is when you actually had good basketball going on. But the idea is, you had certain guys that, and again, I know you guys are really good basketball fans, right? You would have guys saying, well, look, there's really nothing, it's too many games, there's nothing going, and now I see what you guys are saying. But now, stylistically, it is just so boring and monotonous. It is so, who gives a fuck? 137 to 122. 35 threes by this team, 48 threes by that team. What am I missing? If I don't watch a team drop two teams drop 83 threes, what am I missing? Because these are pull-up threes, these there's no, back in the day, again, what you gotta understand, back in the days, 3-point shots came as the results of plays. You tried to go inside first. The only time you would take a three wide, you always tried to attack the basket first. Now they're pulling up for threes on 4-on-1 fast breaks. It's not fucking good basketball. It's the most inconsistent shot. If you get 4-on-1, you have to get points. It's like going for the fucking touchdown when all you need is a field goal to win a game, and you don't get the fucking touchdown. You have a first thing. You go for a touchdown. It's 4th and 1. It's 4th and 1 at the 5-yard line. And you need a field goal to win. And all you have to do is kind of run the clock and basically make a stop on the kickoff. And the game is yours. But you go for the fucking touchdown. Why? Oh, I know. Kicker will make a bad snap. I get that part. But if you don't get the fucking touchdown, what becomes of you? And this is what the NBA does all the time now. This is what is strategized as good basketball. We're talking about getting 2 points. A 4-on-1 should result into a layup. One guy cannot guard 4 unless he fouls. Take the points. But no, these guys want to shoot a 3. And you shoot a wide open 3 and it clanks off. What's the point?